SIE USDT Binance chart. Thank you for joining. So today I wanted to go ahead and take a look at SEI, however you say this project, and it recently just launched, had some pretty good price action. It's already a top 100 project, pretty interesting. But let's go ahead and see where this coin is bottoming out, right? So you can see that it's clearly at support. It pumped, sold off, touched the support level, swept the lows, had another lower high. Now it's right back at support. So once again, once coins are at support, we can anticipate a move higher. So you always want to go long at support and short at resistance. This seems to be the most current range at the moment. What am I really expecting? I'm expecting price to sweep these lows. I believe if we go ahead and look at the volume indicator, which is already on, you can see we had a spike in volume here when it sold off, another spike in volume here at the highs, and a little bit of spikes everywhere. A nice sell-off happened, right? So right now a lot of volume came in over here when price sold off. It reclaimed support and it's now staying right above support. So with that being said, there is a lot of liquidity in my opinion around this area, so let's go ahead and draw a box in that zone, right? So I would expect there to be a lot of liquidity right in this area. And what does that mean exactly? That's probably one of the best areas to go long if we do get price to go back down to that level, right? Let's see here. Let me put this back to the purple. So I would expect price to come down, sweep these lows, reclaim, and then move higher, right? Something like this before moving higher. There's a lot of liquidity down there, and what we know is that price likes to go where there's liquidity. It likes to shake people out so that the big players can load up their bags before continuing in a direction where the retail investors are not anticipating, right? So you're gonna see price get down here, you're gonna get shaken out. You're gonna close your long positions, and then that's going to be a perfect time for those institutions to come in and buy up all of your sell orders before actually pushing the price a little bit higher, right? So as we can see, when price launched, this was a crazy wick down, but we could go ahead and pull the Fibonacci at this level too as well and see exactly where the golden pocket lies. And as you can see, it's pretty much right there at that zone, right? 618. Price came down. You can see it even tapped it almost exact before moving higher. Now, if you were to actually go long after it tapped this 618, let's just say you got it in around here on average, you might have been able to catch a nice 3% pump. Obviously, that's resistance, so you'd want to sell somewhere around these levels, catch that 3%, and then you could have possibly even opened a short on this retest, right? If I zoom in on the 5-minute, you'll see this retest right here and caught another 3% move down. So with SEI, I would expect it to either consolidate at this level, right, and then move higher, or come down, sweep the lows, which is the more probable outcome based on how Bitcoin is looking, before moving higher. And I say that because if we do go ahead and look at Bitcoin, right, USDT on the Binance chart, let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit here. So Bitcoin obviously sold off. Let me go ahead and get rid of this volume, make it a little bit cleaner. Sold off, and on other exchanges, as you can see on this exchange, Binance, it didn't come back down and sweep these lows, right? Actually, it's not even that low. So there's a low right here. So you'll see clearly Bitcoin never came down and swept these lows. But if we go ahead and look at the Bybit perpetual contract chart, look at what happened. Price came down, swept these lows, and it's now consolidating higher. What I think will happen is that Bitcoin on other exchanges are going to come back down, do exactly what Bybit did, sweep the lows before moving higher. Binance chart didn't happen, right? It didn't clear that level. Let's go to the Coinbase chart. Did not clear that level either. You'll see. So usually what happens is, these other exchanges have to catch up. So at some point, more than likely once Monday happens or Tuesday, sometime next week, price is going to get pushed down a little bit lower. Where is this this brush tool here? There it is. So price is more than likely going to get pushed down lower. Hopefully it reclaims this support and continues to go higher. If not, there's a lot of key levels on the way down. We obviously have 24/7, pretty much 25,000 marked. If not, we have this level down here marked too as well, right around 20,000. And if that fails, then last ditch effort is right back at around 15.5, right? So we just play this level to level. We see how it all plays out. If this fails, maybe go for a short on this retest before coming down lower. It's either price is going to sweep that, continue higher, or it's going to consolidate, move lower, same thing, go down, sweep these lows, or just keeps on falling, right? Until it probably hits around 12,000. I think 10,000 is the lowest I can possibly see Bitcoin getting. But in reality, I don't really think it's going to get that low, but you never know. These 4-year cycles are somewhat predictable, but at the same time, new things pop up, so you never really know exactly how low these risk on assets will go, right? So what we do here, we just trade the charts, we go level by level, and right now Bitcoin even looks like it's getting ready to push down a little bit lower, sweep these lows once again, possibly sweep these lows on other exchanges to follow what happened on Bybit. And if it does sell off a little bit here, then we can expect SEI to pretty much do the same, right? Now, since this is a new project, I wouldn't be surprised if it even fails even more and comes down to this 786, sweeps that level down there. Not really a sweep, but more like tap that level down there before trying to move a little bit higher. It's a new project. People still have a lot of bags held by it, so I wouldn't be surprised if it does something like that. And we can go ahead and look at other projects that just recently launched, within the past year. You have Blur, which pretty much did the same thing. It launched, and then look at that, sold off, kept on selling off, kept on selling off. I think Aptos did the same thing too as well, but it's actually held this level quite well. But as you can see, right after launch, sold off a bit, held support, and then pretty much launched. So this one's actually holding up better than most. Let's go ahead and look at Arbitrum also held this level quite well, but you'll see Arbitrum did sweep these lows, or came really close to it actually, but more than likely will come back down. It actually looks like a great time to short ARB actually. I did map this out before, didn't take this trade, but it did do a swing failure, as you can see here. Price pushed up higher, closed above, but it's now failing, coming down lower. So that's another, and look at that, one of my alerts just went off. So let's go ahead and see what's going on here. And there it is. Market is tanking a little bit here. How much is it going to tank? We don't know, but it is clearly selling off a bit. So let's go ahead and see how far down this will go. It looks like it is targeting this area, which I pointed out before. I don't think this is going to hold based on what we're seeing here with the rest of the market, but if it does sell off, we know exactly what to do. Wait for the lows to be swept, wait for this area to be reclaimed before moving higher, and then yeah, that's where I would be looking to long. Right there, if that low is reclaimed. Until then, we just hold off, we stay patient, and just wait for this move to happen. All I can say is thank you for joining. That's pretty much it. Like and subscribe means a lot, and if there is a project you'd like to see me chart out, leave it in the comments below, and I'll go ahead and get that done for you. Alrighty, ladies and gents, thank you for joining. Until next time.